Hey chickens, welcome to another episode with Ying and Yang. On today's episode, we'll be discussing the meaning and history of the carnival. So Yang, what's your meaning of the carnival?
So the meaning of carnival for me is the time of a year of the year where we come together as Caribbean people, different parts of the world, and it don't necessarily have to be from the Caribbean. We do have people that comes from America that is intrigued by carnival, and it's a time of togetherness to celebrate our culture. For some of us, like myself, to enjoy the music, the soca music, where you whine to the rhythm, the music. It's just one of the most amazing time of the year for me. Like I enjoy it. Food, and it's not just music. It's food. It's family togetherness because we have people that come from all parts of the world, and they come home. They come back home to enjoy that part of the culture. Yeah. So carnival to me is special. It has a great meaning behind of it, and how we came to the point where we are now celebrating carnival yearly in different parts of the Caribbean islands, different parts of the world. I feel like it's to me it's a celebration. So, darling, what do you think? What does it mean to you?
Well, I don't really attend the carnivals if I'm honest. I go with my friends. Um, it's really to drink and have a good time. I don't listen to a lot of reggae or what you
Soca.
call it, soca, 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 loca, loca. Yeah. So I don't really go out to many of those much. But it's a time to get drunk. I like a curried goat. Spicy though. And they're supposed to
So,
be spicy.
where I'm from, right? Carnival is this is what carnival is to us. Soca, like you says, um, food, not so much drinks, but it's a part of the world, so drinks, and it's like a celebration of freedom. So it's like we tend I feel like we forget our history a lot, and we try to forget our history as to why certain things come to be, why certain things it is how it is. And we get it is just natural for us to celebrate and enjoy, but we tend to forget. So carnival is a celebration of emancipation, and it's our way of enjoying freedom. We're able to, in many islands, we're able to put our cultural spin to carnival. So where I am, I could only speak based on where I'm from. We have steel pan and steel pans.
Steel pans,
So
like
okay,
a pan.
so I don't know what you call it here, or what you would call it here. So steel pan is like steel pan drumming. It's like a drum, but it's made of steel pan, and we make like rhythms from that. So what?
They
What?
got dip in it.
Yes.
Do they have a
Yeah.
dip in it?
Right.
I've seen them,
So
yeah.
you
I've seen them.
say that, and I say steel pan, and a lot of islands used to use steel pan to celebrate freedom. But we a lot has now moved away from that. And based on what I know, my home, we still practice the use of steel pan, but not so much during the carnival time. So like if we go to the hotels, and they're welcoming you. They're gonna hire a steel pan band to come and play, to just to meet and greet the guests. So to give them that island kind of feeling. And that's the representation to me of an island, the steel pan drum. During carnival time, it's a lot of eating. So you have a lot of different types of ways of cooking, a lot of different types of way of and it's enjoyment. That's what it is for me. But I just would like for us to remember where it started from and the purpose.
Well, I don't actually, I don't understand. I don't really know the real story or history behind the carnival. I was reading somewhere earlier on this morning that historians believe that ancient Egyptians were the first to celebrate carnival.
Oh my God, why are we going so far back?
Oh, so far back. Oh, it's like,
You hear what he said, believe, but at this present moment, it is a celebration of emancipation. So you are celebrating celebrating being free from slavery, right? You're celebrating of being able to make your own decision, celebrating have owning your own home, having your own family, being able to be human being, like a not like a normal human being. So it's like you are celebrating life in a sense, right? And that's what I said, that we tend to stray away and not remember the reasoning behind of carnival. It's not just a time of year that everybody comes together and just dance and wine and drink and get drunk. We come together as what I'm used to as a family, and that's that. It's like, like a little family reunion is that one time a year. We have family members that come from England, from the US, Paris, Canada, those parts of the world.
from Paris to London, like
And we come home and we celebrate. But I feel like it's been lost on us as to why we are celebrating. And I'm gonna be honest, I love carnival just for the soca music. But when I go back into history and I read, and like doing this episode, going back into history and I read of it, it's very inspiring to me.
Yeah, I did read somewhere the other day that well, not the other day. What was I saying? This morning that carnival is to celebrate the here we are. The carnival is celebrated to mark the end of slavery and begins at the end of July. I mean, when's the carnival in the Caribbean? Is it at the end of July? I mean, ours is like, well, would you consider the August the end of July? Because here it was the 1st of August. No, it's tomorrow, but it got cancelled in Leicester for financial situational issues.
So, like I was saying, each Caribbean island celebrate carnival differently, and with that, they celebrate it on different time of the year, every different months. So, I know in the Lesser Antilles, we celebrate carnival. Yeah, each island start. I think there's one that starts in July, May, June, July, and we are in August. And I've not heard of any that started that has been celebrating in September or October or November, but I've known of an island that do celebrate in December, which I'm dying to go to, because the carnival there, they have all sort of artists that come from different parts of the world that I would love to, be at. But like I said before, each island has their way of celebrating Carnival, and they have their own months um, that they do celebrate their carnival in. So where I'm from, it starts from July and it moves on into August. The last day I think it is the 11th. So from the 26th of August is officially the start of carnival until the 11th of August. That's the ending of it. And during that time, you have really amazing artists. It's not like St. Kitts and Nevis artists that comes to celebrate Carnival with them, but it is really, 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 really one of our biggest time of year where we have different people coming from all parts of the world. And this year we are celebrating our 50th year of Carnival, and it's supposed to be one of our biggest. So I'm aware that Leicester Carnival starts on the 1st of August, and I was looking forward to it. That didn't happen because it would be my first year going to the carnival here in the UK, and I would have liked to experience the difference. And we did plan to go together, but I feel like I would be more of a babysitter for you.
Yeah, that's what the carnival's for. So you can go and get drunk and eat the good food. I mean, you're not allowed to buy alcohol in there, but the attendants or whatever you want to call them when you go and buy your pineapple, they'll put some rain nephews in for you.
I feel that's your definition of carnival. I feel like that's your because you're raised here and it's not really significant to you. So that's your I'm gonna go and have some rain nephews and a pineapple and I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna enjoy myself. It's so much more to us. It's the music, it's the food, the costume. Oh my god, the parade. Each day back home has a day we celebrate. We have like a day we just celebrate
The
for we just
costumes.
costumes
What are the
going through the
costumes
streets. So
about?
that
They're
certain
so
parts of
cool.
the roads are being blocked off just for that type of parade to happen. And I would love, hopefully next year, I'll take you and I'll just show you a different side of carnival compared to here because I think it's just one day, is it?
I think so. It's just one, or it might be a few days. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3.
No, it's more than 2 or 3. It's like a time of the year we showcase many different talents. We have so many different talented people that lives in the Caribbean and island, and they make their own costumes or they do their own. They do the makeup for persons taking part in the costume parades or person taking part in the prince and princess show, and it's an event and it's enjoyable. I want to take you so that we'll be able so you see the difference, and then I feel like you would enjoy it more, and I feel like you probably appreciate it more.
An excuse to see a lot of naked men and a lot of extra naked men. Ah, it's raining men. Hallelujah.
Whatever floats your boat, darling. If that's what you want to see, that's
They
what
will be
you will see.
floating my boat.
We have a I think it's called. Have you ever heard of boat racing?
Like racing on a boat.
Like you have people on a boat and not a yacht, not a speedboat. It's just like a regular boat. It's not per se like the rowboats that we have here in England. It's not like that. It's like a proper boat. Or should I say maybe a canoe? I put like a canoe image in your head, but it's not really
like they've got in the
form of a
Olympics at the moment. Those big ones.
Yes, something of the sort. Yeah, and that's our way, Oh, we have racing boats. And it's every holiday, every day we, every time we have a holiday, every time we have to, celebrate our national heroes, we do so by just racing the boats.
Well, anywho, on the subject of Carnival, have you ever heard of something called the stick fighting? Something that I read up on that might be associated with the carnival, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, I've never heard of stick fighting.
Something about bamboo sticks were used. This is like 1937. This was mentioning that. I mean, it's not that far ago. It's not ancient, is it? No? I mean, it's not too far back. Or did the carnival not come introduced to the Caribbean?
So, darling, I was mostly trying to stick to what the hell I know, like what I know now in this present moment in 2024. So, from 2024 till about like 2000s, when I start to really pay attention to Carnival, I was not alive in what, 1980? I was not alive in 1984, darling. What are you trying to do?
When were you born?
Huh?
When were you born?
You never ask a lady that question, darling. Like, what the hell?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should know this.
Where's the lady?
It's not you. So quite obviously, it's me. Itch.
No, I'm 90% female, remember?
So what?
90% female.
90.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you say so. Okay.
So, unfortunately.
If you say so, my darling. Unfortunately. So last year during Carnival, did you go? Did you go to the Leicester Carnival?
What, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did. No, I didn't. I went to the Nottingham one, didn't I? Because I got food poisoning the day before.
So were you one of those that was jumping around on the bus stop areas and breaking shit down and
No,
just going batshit crazy?
no. My best mate, she and her other mate were going crazy. They had all the attention from all the people on the driving through with the parade, like, woo! Like, and I obviously I
What?
had food poisoning the day before, so I was dead the next day. Had some rain nephews though, but that was nice. But yeah, no, I was dead. So I couldn't have told you the experience from last year of the carnival for me.
Why are you associating Rain Nephew with Carnival? Why are you doing that? I feel like you are trying to associate Rain Nephew rum with Carnival every time you talk. Like, you cannot talk about Rain Nephews. What's the story behind that, darling?
Well, I've had it at every other carnival I've been to, so that's the story behind it.
So you only had it at like Carnival? That's the only time you've really drink Rain Nephews?
Yeah, I'm not going to drink real nephews on the weekend.
Do you know what Rain Nephew was made?
No, do you?
Yes, I do.
Please elaborate.
Yes,
Fucker.
Yes, I most definitely know where Rain Nephew is made. Rain Nephew is a Jamaican rum, and you only get like what, 70% proof of it?
67.5.
57.
Yeah.
So in Jamaica, you get 100% proof, and I have tried it, and I've only like had like one cocktail from it, and that was enough for me. It's like strong.
I bet. I bet you don't take any of that purity away. You got to make sure that you've got it all.
No, I don't drink. I really don't drink Grand Nephew in Jamaica. The only time you probably catch somebody drinking a Grand Nephew is one or two reasons. Is if you're really trying to get drunk, or well, three. You can afford. It probably is cheaper to get Grand Nephews and get like a quicker buzz, or you're sick with the flu and you're trying to clear your throat. Which I have done many times. And to be honest, it's the quickest way to soothe that sore throat when you're catching that flu, and it just knocks that flu out real quick. So when you're getting the flu.
So all these times in England when you've been bailing out for, oh, I've got sore throat. You could have just had a shot of Ray Nephews and you'd have been fine.
No, because the Rain Nephew here is not the same Rain Nephew back in Jamaica. It is not the same. It is you. We get watered down alcohol here, I feel. Rain Nephew in Jamaica is 100 proof. 100 proof. So when I mix it, I mix it with the lime, the salt, and the honey, and you mix that and you warm. You really don't need to warm it up for too long because it's naturally already hot. So when it goes through when it goes past your throat, you're feeling that warmness. But I do warm it up so it can work a bit quicker. And once I have a shot of that with my honey, lime, salt,
Gone. Done deed.
I give it like 10 minutes, if that much. Your throat is clear. When I say clear, you're not feeling that that soreness.
Yeah.
But you might lose your voice. It happened to me once. I lost my voice for a little bit, but when you swallow, it's clear. I'm not kidding you. It's clear. It just that roughness is gone from your throat. You're not feeling any pain. It's just it numbs it. That's why I would not have a cocktail again. I had it once and not again.
Keep your private stories to yourself, please. This is a PG rated episode. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Can't be associating that with this episode.
I will do that. I feel like you have more Ray Nephew stories than I do.
Way more what?
I feel like you have way more Ray and Nephew stories than I do.
Yeah, you don't have that many because you can't handle it, like you say. So it's not my fault you couldn't handle it.
Okay.
So this name's familiar to me. I don't know if you've said it before. St. Vincent.
Right, St. Vincent, yeah?
Yeah, St. Vincent's Ying. What type of genre of carnival do they have over there?
So like I said, each island, to each their own. Each island celebrate their carnival, differently. Each island has their own activities throughout. So I would imagine it's the same as every type of carnival. They have the same masquerade. They have the same type of carnival we have where I'm from. But how about this? I've never went. I don't want to assume. How about we make that another place to travel to? Put that on our list so we can, experience their type of carnival. You'll be cooked, proper cooked.
Yeah, I'll be like overcooked.
Well done, please. So like I said, I think it will probably be the same as our carnival because it's Caribbean, isn't it? So we have for instance the music. We have the same type of music. We tend to listen to soca, calypso. Have you ever heard of calypso? Calypso music?
No, I've not. I've not heard much of any music that is played at the carnivals, if I'm honest. The only one that I do know is reggae, which is probably everybody does.
Right. So what is popular in the Caribbean mostly, and what a lot of people know about is like soca, reggae, dancehall, zouk, those type of music. But calypso is one of music like genre that is from back in the day where it's been played on a steel pan, and we talked about that earlier. And that's one of the first type of rhythm back in the day that after slavery it was one of our genre. And from that, a lot of different music rhythm genres was born. A lot. When I say a lot, I mean in the Caribbean. From what I think I know, I am not being factual. I'm not a historian. I just read a lot, and I read that calypso was a part of giving birth to a lot of different music back in the Caribbean. Just like reggae has given birth to dancehall music, and and so on and so forth. So it is not widely known. It's not one of our popular genre because, like I said, steel pan is dying out.
You know how to play one?
No, I don't. Back when I was going to school, it is being taught to this day, but I was not, not interested in it. I, to be honest, I was not a fan of steel pan. I'm not really a fan of calypso, but as I get older now and I'm aware of the history more now, I kind of regret it.
Some people do.
Yeah, because it's kind of dying out. It's almost dead.
Hey, it's never too late to learn. Never too late to learn.
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I would hope that. I mean, still being taught back home. So I would hope that a lot of children is not like me and take it up and learn it and continue the tradition.
Well, it seems if it's the thing that they think I've seen, they are very unique and amazing. Amazing sounds come from them. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sound of the Caribbean. That's what it is. That's the sound of the Caribbean. And it's now I'm older. My palate has matured. It's really nice.
well, that's good that you're maturing a little bit from your comfort zone as before you when were a kid. I've got some different things here. I'm assuming you can help me out. Samba. Samba.
Samba.
Samba.
Isn't that not isn't that I'm not sure about that one. Isn't that like for like like in Mexico you have the sombrero? Isn't that like a Mexico kind of thing? I'm not too sure. I've never heard of that one.
I'm not sure either. That's why I was, just trying to ask you some questions to see if you did know them.
No.
Compa, or is that another third
No.
world country, different type of carnival?
I don't know, but like I said to you, the popular genre that is being known is soca, and you have soca artists like Marsha Montano, Alison Hines, Kes Destra.
Marsha Montano.
Marsha,
your man.
My favorite soca artist. I love him. And another one.
Do you wanna sing me a song?
Nah, you know what? Why are you doing this to me? Why you always put me on the spot? Don't do this. No, I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing. Maybe I'll play a song from him in the background for you. How about that?
Well, it's not just for me; it's for the viewers too.
Google Marshall Montano. Listen to his music. He's really, really, really good, and he has a waist. Let me tell you, the man could whine. He has. I don't know if you ever seen these bobblehead dolls that you hold and the hula dolls or whatever the Hawaiian dolls and
oh yeah,
that's his waist, darling. It just goes around and it just ooh, man could.
Please be advised, we are not sponsored by any of these artists. Thank you.
No, we are not. Okay, so I am ready to play a bit of the calypso with the steel band playing in the background. so you could kind of see what I'm talking about, the difference of it. So that's all the steel pan.
Under the sea.
What?
Under the sea.
But listen, if you do listen, you can hear like it sounds like Caribbean. It sounds like you are literally in the Caribbean. Like it's like a welcome. It's like, you understand what I'm saying?
We'll have to play it on a speaker one time and just be sat in the garden with some cocktails, sun beaming on our face, tanning it out. What more can we ask for?
No, we're not. We are not gonna do that. Like I said, I
don't like the heat.
I love my heritage.
I don't like the heat.
Yeah, I don't like the heat. No, I don't. I really don't like the heat. You can keep that to yourself.
It's been hot today.
I mean, you've been asking for that weather, you know. You've been asking for that weather. Anyways, you're making me get off topic. I am going to now play you a bit of soca, my favorite artist, Marsha Montano, so you can have an understanding or see the difference. Okay, so this is soca, right? And my artist, Marsha Montano, I love him. So listen. So can you see the difference? You see the difference? So the steel pan calypso, it's like more chilling. It's more chilling. It's like relaxing. Now with the soca, you getting a workout. I just love the energy I get from soca. Like when I wanna bring up my energy, when I want to just just dance. Soca it is for me.
Like a rave. It sounded like what you put on a rave.
Yeah, it's sort of like that, but not really. So for me, it's like I just love soca. It's my love for soca is like a different level.
I'll listen to some. I'll make sure I listen to some, but I'll translate it to Chinese.
So those are two example of Caribbean vibes, but each one has their own personality. And you see, like the soca now, I always gotta have that soca.
Can you imagine that in Chinese? The music I love.
It's not even close to Chinese. What are you talking about? I can't imagine you trying to sing it now, but you gonna be doing it in your Chinese type of way. So no, yeah, I can imagine, and it's not the same as Chinese. Take a listen, Marsha Montano.
Ni hao, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao, ni.
Marsha Montano, Cass, Alison Hines, Destra. Destra. She's another one. She gives out that that good energy, and I love her voice. And I love her accent. She has a really, really good voice. So those are a few of my favorite soca artists. I have a long list.
List?
Just a few.
Just a few?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you'll have to show me more next time then, won't you?
No, when I feel like I want to invite you over, I'm gonna have soca ready and waiting for you with rum punch.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the punch. If I remember rightly from the first episode, I'm definitely gonna get a punch.
You're gonna get the punch. You're definitely.
That's okay. I like my alcohol.
Okay, babe. We know this. We know that.
And you know this, and I know that. Well, that's a wrap. Join us next week. Bye.
Bye. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow.